Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In case you're wondering why I look like Jesus today, this prevents the hair from coming to my face so that I don't spend my time. I don't want to touch surfaces then touch my face again. That means that will get on my face. Plus my eyebrows are not permanent, so if my hair continues touching my face and I keep wiping it, I won't have eyebrows by the end of the day. Today we are talking about work anxiety within the workplace. When you're anxious, you feel stressed, you feel tense, you feel worried within the work environment. So the anxiety can be due to your job performance. You're worried about your job performance. You're worried about work-related tasks. Maybe you do not have enough skill to perform a specific task. You're worried about deadlines, or you have a business and you're basically worried about financial problems. You're worried about interaction with coworkers, or maybe just worried about public speaking and the having to present something to your coworkers. Anxiety can be caused by long work hours or low reward. It can also be caused by conflict within the workplace. You have conflicts with your coworkers, mnaibiana lunch, or just issues in terms of responsibilities. Mtu afanyi kazi yake, mtu afanyi venye anafaa kuwa anafanya. Being in a highly competitive environment can also contribute to workplace anxiety because you're constantly trying to be perfect. Anxiety leads to forgetfulness, procrastination. You don't want to do something, you're just pushing it because it's giving a lot of anxiety. Umetoka job, uko na a lot of assignments to do, unazipush aside juu tu hata ujui uanzie wapi. You have somatic symptoms like you're just diarrheaing. Basically for me, before any exam when I was in university, I used to diarrhea and my friends knew about it. I couldn't stop going to the loo, either diarrhea or pee. Yes, so somatic symptoms. Some people also have tension headaches when they are really anxious. Workplace anxiety can also present as constant worry, crying, and being very irritable. You could also start avoiding your family and friends because you feel like no one will understand what you're going through. You feel like you're just tired, don't want to see anyone. That could be a sign of workplace anxiety. Okay, so the anxiety also leads to inability to concentrate, inability to focus, and just a lot of sick days. So when I got to my first public hospital, like my current rotation, kulikuwa na a lot of documentation, the NHIF, invoices. So chemotherapy work, I don't know what is what. And because, okay, the person I found there, the intern I found there was providing the necessary guidance. But now she had to leave to go to another department when I came because now we were too many. Plus, she had to leave. Like, lazima utembee all the departments so that you gain experience from all the different areas. So, nikifika huko, kuna a lot of paperwork. Like, I don't know what's going, what is what. Like, anafaa kuwa na nini ndio apate chemotherapy. Like, I'm just confused. So, if I'm the one providing the services and I'm already confused, you can imagine what the patients were going through. So sometimes, like ni kama patient anakuambia what goes on here. Ikijua uelewi kenye inafanyika hapo. And it got so frustrating, and I used to have really bad headaches, and I just wanted to leave the hospital. I just wanted to stop. Like kama hiyo ndio ingekuwa maisha yangu ya kila siku, sidhani kama ningeweza. Kulikuwa na some point like I just felt sick and I just felt tired and I just wanted to go home. Like ningekuwa na option ya kuenda nyumbani na kukaa nyumbani, ningeenda nikae nyumbani siku kadhaa, ni resettle, ni think about my options again, then I come back because it was just too much. So work-related anxiety can lead to a lot of sick-offs. I wanted it to venye tu singeweza pata. So once you've identified that you have workplace anxiety, we find ways of dealing with it because it's a normal thing. It's not something that is unique to you. It does not mean if someone has workplace anxiety or does not mean they are weak. Any type of anxiety doesn't mean the person is weak. So you have to find ways to handle this anxiety and manage it because constant anxiety will also lead to other physiological problems like hypertension and DM. Stress is always a causative factor for even cancers, and anxiety is a form of stress. So we have to find ways of managing this anxiety. One of the ways of handling or dealing with work anxiety is working within your limits. You prioritize what comes first. You work on a single task at a time. You take time to meditate, to listen to music while working on this thing. Then if it's like a lot of work, you set small goals that you achieve while during the day or during this period, so that you work progressively towards the bigger goal. So for the 4-7-8 breathing exercises was one of the ways I was using to cope with the anxiety during that period. So for the 4-7-8, you breathe in while counting 1 to 4, then you hold your breath counting from 1 to 7, then you breathe out counting from 1 to 8. So we can do it together. And one more thing, your tongue should touch the top of your mouth, something, the surface of the hard part of behind your teeth. So basically you put your tongue like this, you breathe in, like it's quite relaxing, honestly. Another way is visualization. If you are so stressed about completing a task or stressed about making a presentation, you basically picture, or rather manifest. Yes, you manifest people clapping for you for such a good presentation. You manifest passing the exam. Like you visualize how good it would feel. You visualize how good it would feel if you succeeded in that task. One of the ways I used to cope with this anxiety when I was in secondary is visualizing graduation, visualizing how proud my parents will be if I finish the course, visualizing the government sponsored internship, how nice it feels to get that amount of money. It's only for a year, then you start hustling like no one's business. But yes, you visualize, you see it, you smell the success, and just separate yourself from the thing giving you anxiety. Take time, ground yourself, then go back to it. Those breaks give you time to refresh and come back with a new brain sort of. So chemicals within your body are from food. So eating healthy could help manage or rather reduce your anxiety. Exercising so that you release the hormones that are causing anxiety. When you exercise, you release the hormones that you are like releasing, in the sense that you are removing from your system the hormones that are causing your anxiety. Then you release endorphins into your system.
Endorphins, one hell of a drug.
So endorphins are basically natural opioids. Like ni kama cocaine yenye mwili yako ndio imeproduce. It gives you a high. Unaongeanga watu wakiongelea running high. I don't know what that is. I can't run. I can't kill myself though. I can't run. But I exercise. I do exercise in the house. So hizo endorphins, hizo zinakupea a sense of high. After exercising, you feel like it's an achievement. Exercise, eat healthy, then have a regular sleep-wake cycle. Kukwe tuna regular sleep cycle. Kama unalalanga 10, ulale 10. Ka unalala 10, ulale 10 kila siku. That gives you a regular sleep-wake cycle. And you sleep for the 8 hours. When you wake up refreshed and ready to deal with the issues of the day. So eating right, exercising, and a regular sleep-wake cycle can also help manage anxiety. So personally, I suffer from social anxiety. I find it very hard to talk to people who I deem to be at a higher level than me. So those are essentially more experienced pharmacists that have to interact with in the workplace. I find those interactions so awkward and absurd. I find it easy to interact with fellow interns who I feel like are at my level, and I basically love interacting with patients because that interaction comes from a point of love, a point of passion, a point of knowledge. I am outgoing, I presume, but like I'm outgoing after I know you. Like we can be really good friends, but I have to like analyze you first, know what you like lazima nikuget kwanza before we can reach that level. So for experienced pharmacists, apparently I don't move from the level of gauging. I usually just feel weird for some reason in their presence. I usually feel like I can't talk to them, and it has been the case for like the whole of my life, interacting with teachers, interacting with lecturers, now interacting with more experienced pharmacists. Interacting is becoming a problem, but courage is doing something even when you're fearful. So I really try to take leadership roles. I like doing presentations. I try to ask questions so that I work on it, so that I'm better at it, because I need those connections. I need to make friends who are older than me. So I'm really trying. So wish me luck.